Hello dear listeners, welcome to the finale of Season 3. If you haven't listened to the meta story throughout the episodes this season, I suggest you go back and check them out, as this episode will make a hell of a lot more sense if you do. Just a reminder that the Night's End will be going on a bit of a break. I'll probably have some special episodes that I'll release before Season 4, and I guarantee you there will be a Season 4. But for now, I'll be focusing on a brand new podcast and finishing the writing of some other projects for audio release. Before this episode begins, I just wanted to say thank you for listening. I started this podcast to highlight some talented writers, and it has become so much more than that for me. I couldn't have done it without all of you. I've worked with some of the most amazing and talented people and forged lifelong friendships. Also, some of the most generous people have assisted me by joining the Patreon. The funds from that have helped so much in increasing the quality of the show. Thank you to everyone for your support. If you have any suggestions for the show, or would like to get involved in the Night's End, send an email to me at theeditor@nightsendpodcast.com, or hit me up on Twitter @nightsendpod or Instagram @nightsendpodcast. Now sit back and enjoy the finale. Stay horrific, everyone.
End.
I'll see you soon. The Witch, written by James Barnett.
What did I do to ever deserve you, my love?
Oh, hush. We both know that you saved me from a life of squalor, my dear husband.
The first time I saw you walk in this town, I knew we were meant to be together forever. And you healed people. Truly, you have a gift from God.
I love you, David. I'm so very happy to have found you.
What is the meaning of this?
By order of the mayor, you have both been charged as heretics and for the practice of witchcraft.
Are you mad? Since arriving in this town, all I have done is help people with natural remedies. David has nothing to do with it.
It has been decided. David will be purged by fire. And you'll be tested on the water.
No! You can't do this!
We are innocent!
Take them. Mayor, sir. She disappeared.
What do you mean?
I mean, when we threw her in the river, she didn't float. We waited some 20 minutes. When we pulled up the chair she was bound to and she was gone.
How does that happen?
We don't know. The ropes weren't untied. She was just gone. Allegra.
off his bones.
Oh, my sweet David.
What would you do to have him return to you?
What do you mean?
I can restore him to you, but there are sacrifices you must make.
I will do anything. The stranger whispered horrible things, evil things that I must do to restore my David to me. Ravensdown must be taken. He granted me some power which I had never felt before. I was always gifted from when I was a little girl, but this dark smudge he gave me now grows inside me. I fear that the acts that I must do will poison my soul and change me. But I do not have a choice.
Oh, Mary, what are we going to do?
I don't know, Eddie. Lizzie won't make it any further. Mama, I don't feel well. I know, baby. Don't worry. Everything will be okay.
A perfect opportunity to begin. God forgive me for what I must do. I disguise my appearance and wander over to them. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help to overhear that your lovely daughter here is ill.
Yes, that's right. We can't figure out what's wrong with her. We are passing through this town and have risked travelling at night due to how ill she is. We were told there was a healer down here that could help us.
Poor thing. My name is Samara, and I can heal her. For a price.
Oh,
Papa, please.
what is the price? We need to try anything. My name is Edward. This is my wife, Mary, and this is my daughter, Elizabeth.
Lizzie.
Oh, yes, Lizzie. Nice to meet you all. Let's move over to this fire. I must brew some tea.
Thank you so much. What is the price?
Just a small piece of yourself. Give me your hand a moment, dear.
Okay. Ow!
Nothing to worry about, my dear.
Mummy, look at me!
Oh, Samara, I don't know how we can repay you.
Do not worry about it. You already have.
What do you mean?
Your soul, Mary. That was the price. The price that must be given up. Now Lizzie must rest in Ravensdown for at least a week. She seems fine now, but she's still very weak and needs rest. I believe there's a tavern up the road that you can stay at.
My soul? I don't feel any different.
Nothing to worry about at all.
Thank you.
Come, Lizzie. We need to go.
It's all in the tea. Once the tea was ingested with the blood, they became a drawing source of power for me and the stranger. Days later, Edward noticed a change in Mary. Her emotions slowly dissipated. He came to me and asked me how he could make things right. So, I took his soul as well. Then, all it took was a disguise of a young girl named Abigail and the threat of being devoured by wolves to take the child's soul. I had them all. As Allegra, I would continue to treat their ailments, healing them enough to win their trust. This is how it was with the whole town. Give with one hand and take with the other. To truly take the town, I needed to take the wealth. We had a mayor who was also the priest. He made the decisions around the town in conjunction with the board of counselors. But we all knew the Chamberlains ran the town. They owned half of it. My plan was in place to infiltrate it.
Oh dear! Come in, come in. Oh, this weather is treacherous.
Oh, thank you, my lord.
Come. Closer to the fire.
You are so very generous.
Not at all. How can I help you?
Well, you're going to think me mad.
No. I assure you, I will not.
Well, I'm actually looking for work. I was told that you have positions available.
You are out in this weather, looking for work.
I told you.
No, sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
I am very desperate. My last position ended due to the master passing away. The family fired us all without so much as a penny severance.
I'm sorry to hear it. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get you dry and a nice night's sleep, and talk about it in the morning.
I wouldn't want to intrude.
Hush. I wouldn't have it any other way. My mother would scold me if I turned away a beautiful woman in that weather.
You think I'm beautiful?
Oh, what? Yes. I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Samara.
Samara. A wonderful name as well. I am Sebastian, the son of the owners of this house. Large donors of all things in this town. I must insist that you stay.
Thank you, Sebastian. Your kindness touches my heart. I had him on that first night. His heart was mine. I knew he would do anything for me. We were quickly married, much to his parents' dismay, who I dispatched quickly with my tea. I had complete control before long. We held many dinners that Sebastian brought the who's who to from Ravensdown. They would have dinner, then I would give them my tea, bringing them under my influence. I would then visit them as the Priestess, fixing their woes and illnesses in exchange for their loyalty and soul. Nathaniel was one such servant that I could count on.
Good day, Mrs. Chamberlain.
Nathaniel?
Did the banker come to see you yesterday? Jonathan Redston.
He did. Thank you for that. I had barely any convincing to do. Very effective.
Well, after the sickness in my house was too much for Allegra to fix, you healed them all completely. For that, I owe you all. You made sure of that.
Oh, don't be like that. I would hate for a return of the sickness in your family.
Indeed. I'm going away for a week-long hunt, so I hope I fulfilled the quota to cover this time.
Yes, you've done well. Don't go away too long. Things have a tendency to change quickly. Memento mori, Nathaniel. Quickly, I had harnessed the energy of many townsfolk. There was only a few things remaining to solidify the hold over this town.
Oh, Lord. I know there is a plan for us all, but why me? I can feel my light fade. I just want to serve you, my lord. There is a terrible witch curse afflicting this town and everyone in it. Why me? I have burned all of the witches. Surely, my suspicions led me to our resident healer, Allegra, but she disappeared, Lord. And I'm told she got a warning. Surely the curse is now lifted. Just a minute.
Hello, Alexander.
Ah, Mrs. Chamberlain. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I have heard you are struggling with some health issues.
I'm sorry. Who told you this?
A concerned citizen. They're worried about our priest and mayor.
I am but a servant, Mrs. Chamberlain.
Yes. What if I told you that I could restore your health?
I would say that only the Lord can do such things.
Indeed you would. Here, I brought some tea for us to enjoy. Do you have any cups? Sit with me.
And I will say unto my soul, Soul, you have many goods laid up for many years to come. Take your ease, eat, drink, and be merry.
Give me your hand.
Sorry?
Let me look at your hand.
Ouch!
Oh, I'm sorry. My nails are far too long. It's something Allegra used to say.
Oh?
You can see the future in the palm of a hand.
I would not take much stock in the words of a witch. Palmistry will lead you to the devil. I suggest you stay clear of it.
So it is true, then. You deem her a witch. The town folk saw your men searching her house, and now she has disappeared.
Well, doesn't her disappearance tell you all?
I suppose so. Now, drink your tea. I will take much offense if you don't at least try this blend. I believe it is the answer to all of your ailments.
Oh. What has happened? I don't feel the sickness anymore. Oh.
Indeed, Alexander, you are healed. And now you are tethered to me. I have a job for you this night.
It was you all along. The rumors of the High Priestess.
Oh, you got me.
What do you want from this town?
I want it all. Now here's what I want you to do. That night, the church burned. Took near a third of the townspeople with it. The rush of the sudden release of energy when they breathed their last breath was something I'll never forget. The town changed then, became a living cemetery. People got on with their lives, but every ounce of energy and joy filtered to me and the Dark One. It was the very epitome of a sublime existence. Though every time I asked the stranger when they would fulfill their promise to me about my sweet David, there was another thing to do. Then Nathan returned. See, his family were part of the sacrifice in the church. He was out hunting and then saw the flames from a distance. Once he found out what happened, he disappeared. For years. I should have tracked him down, because what came next, I never expected.
Shall we head home, my dear?
Yes. I think I have everything I need now. The council members will make such great additions. Especially Jeremiah. Ooh, he was rather headstrong.
Yes, dear. I just want you to be happy.
Not yet. Not until I get my sweet David back.
Oh, sorry, my dear.
Nothing. You walk ahead. I want to take a turn through the streets.
Are you sure?
Please do as I say.
Okay. I will see you when you get home.
You thought you would get away with it, didn't you?
What? Oh. What have you done? Oh. My fingers.
Nothing compared to what is coming next. She has awoken. Finally, it's time to take our town back from the witch. It was her who laid this curse on our small town. It is her who has fed on us. It is her who has murdered us.
Through the blood in my eyes, I could see Sebastian, Jeremiah, and the rest. They were all here. I would kill them all if that's what it took.
What further proof do you need, people? She just struck down Jeremiah. She murdered my family. She murdered yours. What happened in that church was evil beyond evil. She must pay. Should I pass the sentence? It is done. You are sentenced to be impaled on this spike and burned to death. Do you have any last words?
Do you? Each and every one of you are mine. This will only give me more power over you. The time I have been here is a mere infinitesimal blimp compared to what we will share together in my eternity.
Enough of your lies.
Ah!
I hope you rot in hell.
Do you understand me now?
All except the reason why you wanted to rip into another realm.
The stranger made an enemy of me. I did everything he wanted. I destroyed my very soul to feed their power on the promise that they would bring back my beloved David. Instead, they've kept me here, locked up with these morons, feeding on all of us, even me. I needed to escape. And you were both so easy to manipulate.
So it's revenge then?
Oh, it is much more than that. All of the power will be mine. The stranger will power me. I wouldn't laugh, Jimmy. You drank my tea. You have been feeding me this whole time and have not known it. Feeling a little drained, my dear.
She's right, friend. I've tried to build up an attack, but there's nothing there. I also can't draw off all the others due to her link with them.
And you, my stoic friend. You did not. You have great power, but not enough to defeat me. Join me.
Our future is in your hands, my friend. Smite her.
Oh, where did you come from? Stop! Please!
You never stood a chance. It is time to decide, friend.
You've been listening to the Night's End podcast, which is a production of Dissonance Media. The Witch was written by James Barnett. James is a writer, narrator, editor, podcast producer, and reluctant transport manager. For more work from James, head to jamesbarnettcreative.com. To connect with him on Twitter or Instagram, follow @JimmyHorrors. Allegra, Samara, and the High Priestess were performed by Rebecca Struzyna from the podcast The West London Witch. David was performed by Scott Davidson. The Townsperson, The Stranger, and Jimmy Horrors were performed by James Barnett. The Mayor was performed by Interscare. Head to youtube.com/Interscare. Nathaniel was performed by Bryan Jeans. Alexander was performed by Phoenix Fire from the YouTube channel Phoenix Fire Narrations. Mary, Edward, and Elizabeth were performed by Zoe, Mike, and Evie Ricard. Mike and Zoe are the hosts of the Stories of Strangeness podcast. Head to storiesofstrangeness.com. Sebastian was performed by Alvin Bowling II, who is the creator and host of the Ghostlight Theatre podcast. Head to alvin2nd.com for more details on his projects. This episode was edited and produced by James Barnett. As this is the end of Season 3, if you want to stay updated with anything new, follow any of our social media accounts. It is either Night's End Podcast or Night's End Pod. Either one of those. And as always, stay horrific, everyone.